Right, guys, so this is an explanation of how to write your outcome section of your review or your evaluation. And I guess I'm going to talk it through in the exact way that you would do this so that you can kind of follow along. So the first thing you need to do when you're talking about this is look at how well you answered your question. And so what we want to do is we want to think about this like a triangle. So we're going to start off big picture, overall, and then refine down into more specifics. So we definitely start with some statements about overall. The question was answered well or fully or partially or somewhat, to a great extent, suitably. There's so many different ways you could start off. And what we're really expecting in this first section is that you'll be able to say, how good was your answer? Okay. Really importantly, you're going to give us a because, and you're going to say to us why your answer was so good. So was it, it explored the full range of issues associated with underwater knitting, or it was able to bring together a range of diverse perspectives on underwater knitting. Maybe you were able to present a really clear argument about the different types of underwater knitting benefits. Whatever it is, it's really important that you're specific, so you can see these are about underwater knitting. Yours should be about your topic. And in this beginning section, you might also start to think about what went well. So what made your answer reliable and credible and valid? So to make it reliable means that your findings could be replicated elsewhere, that you drew upon a broad and appropriate amount of research to illustrate your points. Credible, because the types of sources used were, the experts with the appropriate qualifications. And valid was that you used the data appropriately. You didn't skew anything or change anything. It was an accurate representation of what you wanted. So this section, we're really thinking about it sort of overall. And then once you've done that, you're asked to think about, did you answer your question fully? So what we mean by this was there any bits that were left out? So it could be, whilst focus question 1 was really detailed and explored how underwater knitting can help swimmers improve their lung capacity, maybe focus question 2 was lacking, or vice versa. It's really up to you. You might also talk about the expertise that you draw upon. So you might talk about how, by drawing on the perspectives of whoever, you were able to improve the expertise represented. Maybe it's that you were able to really justify a controversial point. All of these are suitable things to be talking about. Then you really want to discuss the strengths and weaknesses of your outcome. Now, hopefully, by the time you write this section, your teachers will have given you some feedback that you can look at. And it's unlikely to have been graded feedback, but just feedback statements can be really useful, because what they're going to do is allow you to understand the sorts of actions or behaviours that your outcome displayed. So draw upon that really well. Look at the checklists as well that were made available. Sorry, Sherman's interrupted.